Mr. President, you've made it a practice of not commenting on potential personnel moves.
Of course I did.
Calling it speculation.
And you can understand why. Because
Friday,
we got people's reputations at stake. And on Friday I stood up and said I don't appreciate the speculation about
Zorc the Dark One.
He's doing a fine job. I strongly support him.
But what do you say to critics who believe that you're ignoring the advice of retired generals, military commanders, who say that there needs to be a change?
I say I listen to all voices, but mine's the final decision. And
Zorc the Dark One
is doing a fine job. He's not only transforming the military, he's fighting a war on terror. He's helping us fight a war on terror. I have strong confidence in
Zorc the Dark One.
I hear the voices, and I read the front page, and I know the speculation, but I'm the decider, and I decide what is best, and what's best is for
Zorc the Dark One
to remain as the Secretary of Defense.
What's up, YouTube? Zorc the Dark One here. We are back again with my boy
Fernando.
And today, guys, we're going to be doing something different. It's not an opening. It's just something that I've been wanting to show a lot of people. And I figured let's bring Fernando on so we could get like a first-hand view. Now, guys, a lot of times when people send cards to get graded in, and then they get they sent it fresh out of the pack, or maybe they've kept it in a binder and it looks great and they send it into PSA. Then suddenly it comes back a 9 or an 8 or even a 7 at times. And you're like, but why? I barely pulled it, or I've never played it before. It's been sitting in my binder. How did this not get a PSA 10? It's because PSA is looking for stuff that the naked eye can't see. Now, Fernando, you know this from experience. We sent in your Victory Dragon that I gave you to get graded, right? And it came back a 2, even though it looked perfect.
Yeah, it
looked really good. It came back a 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I don't know what exactly is wrong with it, and Fernando doesn't mind. He just because that was one of his favorite cards. So
yeah, it was.
He doesn't
my
mind.
Personal collection.
Yeah, it's just for him. He just wanted it slabbed, so it's cool. But now, so we didn't take it out to find out what's wrong with it, but I put here a couple cards that all look pretty decent to the naked eye. But we're gonna show you guys what exactly PSA looks for. So now, Fernando, we're gonna show you first. So here, this is like one of the newest wool. I pulled this like maybe 2 years ago. It's from a Korean LOB. It's Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Looks nice.
Looks really nice right here. I'll let you take a look at it. Now, you guys saw it in the camera that it looked pretty perfect. It looks like it hasn't been played, fresh out of the box, right? Mm-hmm. Well, PSA is going to look for even greater details. And this video is meant to encourage you guys to get your own card kits and pre-grade them yourself before submitting them. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to show you. Now, you're going to need one of these here. Don't worry about getting a centering thing because PSA uses their own different method to grade for centering for Yu-Gi-Oh. So don't worry about getting one for Yu-Gi-Oh. In fact, for Yu-Gi-Oh, you can pretty much eyeball the centering pretty well and tell right away if like it's gonna get a like just the borders itself, honestly. But here's what we're gonna show you. So this looks pretty good, right? So now let's look at the back. Back looks pretty good too, right? Yeah. So obviously this should get a 10, right? There's no reason it should get a 10. Well, we're gonna look at it through this. Now, first, Fernando, I'm gonna show you first. So if you want to come over here and so you get a better look. So
let me get up real quick so I can see.
Yeah. So we're gonna take it out of the screen first, and we're gonna show Fernando. So you wanna like look at it like.
Oh yeah.
So this catches. So like if you go over here, look, you can already see a foil shift right there.
Oh
see?
yeah.
You can see it right there. That's already, dude. You're done. PSA 9. You're not gonna get a 10.
Oh.
So now we're gonna show all of you guys what it is I'm showing Fernando. So we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna be a little bit hard, but we're gonna put this up to the thing here, and we're gonna put the card closer so you guys could see right there at the edge, you can see a foil shift right there at the edge. Do you guys see that? Right there. It's right there on the border. And it's not just that. It goes all the way around. It goes all the way around. That little tiny foil shift right there, you guys. That little tiny foil shift, that's done. That's a PSA 9. You're not going to get a 10. Even though the rest of the card looks good, you're not getting a 10. And we'll look at it through here. You see, look, the corners actually looks pretty well, right? Pretty good. Something over here. Corner looks pretty decent. Corner looks pretty decent over here too. So, but that, because that foil shift right there that you can barely see with your eyes, that's not getting a 10. And it also, they also look for scratch marks on the card too, which a lot of the older Yu-Gi-Oh cards were notorious for having. So also going to look at scratch marks, just stuff that you aren't catching. This one looks actually pretty clean for the most part in terms of scratch marks. I don't see any on it. If you want to come by the camera, Fernando, over here, if you want to look up close, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, look.
Yeah, it zooms in really. This is a good method to just see, like, hey, wait, this has a little scratch. Maybe I'll try this other card instead. But also, if it's just for your personal collection, I mean, and you really like the card, just pick whichever one you think is the nicest.
Yeah, it's like it's literally like, yeah. So this is already PSA 9. If you're going for a 10, I wouldn't bother even sending it.
That was
PSA
the
9.
Korean version, so
Yeah. So now we actually have here Starter Deck Joey First Edition.
Wow.
Yeah. This is I really love this card. This is actually my very first Red Eyes I ever owned. And it looks, again, on camera, looks pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. Now, if you're good at spotting them, you could already spot the errors. Like, I could already spot them, but most people don't look too hard. Now, we're gonna look
a little bit closer
again. So here's what PSA is catching that you aren't. Look at the corner right there. You see that?
Oh yeah, it's a little damaged.
Yeah, it's already, you can see it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, bad. And then let's go down over here. Look at this one here.
That corner's a little chopped a little bit.
You can already see it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And this one over here, especially. Look at that right there.
Oh wow!
Right there. See? You guys see what? This is what PSA looks for, guys. I know, and don't get me wrong. Like, Fernando knows how I feel about PSA. I fucking dunk on them a lot, but
yeah, we're not advocating to go through them. Actually, what do you think about Tag as a company?
I've never used them. Like, it's not that PSA is bad. It's just like, I'm the type that the
PSA is known to be like,
yeah, they're known
the
to
company,
be
right?
Yeah, they're known to be the company. But, and look, here's a foil shift right here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Right there, the little foil shift right there. Again, right there. You see it right there too.
Yeah.
And then look, here's a mark right here. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
The little white spot right there?
The little white spot right there. Yep.
Yep. See, so all this stuff, the naked eye is missing, guys. And then let's turn to the back. I mean, look, the back, just from the naked eye, you could already see it's like pretty bad. But they'll also look at just the back too. It's not just the front. Like, even from the back, like, you can already see the corners like all messed up already.
So this one, what would you say this one would be rated?
I think it would get a 7. I don't think it would be a 6. It would definitely get a 7. A 6 would have to be way more faded on the edges, but it would definitely get a 7. I think if I were to send it in, it would definitely get a 7 for sure. I don't want to send it in though, just because I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of fucking grading really, because here's the problem with grading, and then let's look at Dark Magician Girl. It was actually from Rise of Destiny, Fernando. You probably remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you remember those boxes,
yep.
Rise of Destiny, and you could get a Dark Magician Girl, or I forgot what other ones. But now look, it looks pretty good. Again, it doesn't look too damaged, right? It looks pretty well taken care of. You know,
I mean, maybe a scuff there.
Yeah, but it doesn't look too bad. But again, we're gonna go again, and we also have a UV version too, so you could like spot any horrible markings. You could already spot one right there through the camera. But here we're gonna Again, put the. By the way, guys, this thing I'm using is called a loop, and it zooms in 10x. So look at the corner right there. Do you see that, Fernando?
Yeah.
It's all kind of chewed up already.
Yeah.
See right there.
You let your dog play with it, huh?
Yep, right there. Again, you can see it right there. Come over here.
Yeah, that was not too bad. I mean, it's seen worse.
Yeah, but these are things PSA takes very seriously, guys. And they're not going to use this loop. They're going to use like an actual like electronic one to look at it. Look right there, foil shift right there.
Oh yeah.
It's barely noticeable, but they're going to knock you points for it. Surprised the side's pretty good. I'm not zooming into cleavage, I promise. Another foil shift right there. The little dot right there above. Do you see it above the RDS?
Yeah.
It's right there. See, this is the stuff PSA looks for, guys. This is what's gonna, and that foil shift goes all the way across. And I know, and I agree. Is it fair? No, I don't think it's fair, but that's how the grading goes, guys. That's how the grading system goes. You know, it's really gonna screw you. It's gonna really sink you guys. And if that's why I really don't recommend grading cards, because again, not only that, but it inflates the price too much too, because it's people like, oh, it's a 10, so it should be worth more. But when you think about it, like, okay, maybe for collectors, but
yeah,
I mean, it's not like, okay, like, well, okay, you get it slabbed PSA 10. Okay, congratulations, you have a PSA 10. I'm not dogging you for that. I'm not like shaming you, but the majority of people don't need their card slabbed. There's very few people that are gonna be willing to pay fucking $30,000 for that card. If you bought it for $30,000, I guarantee you're not gonna find somebody else to buy it from you for that price.
Yeah, the market's pretty slim when you're.
It's very few people have that amount in cash right away.
Income, yeah.
That's why, no, Fernando, you remember I had a PSA 10 Dark Paladin from Magician's Force, right?
Yeah.
I sold that when it was going for like, I think like it hit its peak of like, I think like $5,000, and I sold it. And it's a good thing I did, because now it's probably like maybe like 2,000 maybe, or less than that. So, oh no, I dropped it. My bad. Now this Slifer, you could already kind of see it with the naked eye, but we're gonna go here again. It looks, but it looks for the most part pretty clean. But we can go. I'll go here. Look right there. You see it?
Yep.
You can see the dent right there.
There's a little speck on, like a little white.
Then you can see right there.
Mm-hmm.
Another one right there. See what this is what PSA is looking at, guys. Boom.
So we kind of touched a little bit. How do you feel about tag? Do you think they're upcoming? Do you think it's just the same as PSA? Do you?
I think if they're charging reasonable prices, mm-hmm. I think I would say grade it for your own collection. Like if you just wanted to collect, use tag. Like I've actually there's this other company called Mana Grading, and I promise you we're not. Look, you can see another slight foil shift right there.
We're not promoting any.
Yeah, we're not promoting any companies, but
we just want to give you guys.
Yeah,
there's other options.
Yeah, there's other options, guys. The value in PSA only comes from what people allow it to have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if people say PSA is not the norm now and choose any other company, then that one's gonna scratch your off. Yeah. So but I think PSA's been here for a minute.
Yeah, PSA's been around the block, but now again, this isn't. Look, you could look how scratched up the sticker is right there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like smaller companies, guys, if you're just grading these because you want to have them like for yourself, your collection, don't go for PSA. Just do one of the smaller companies.
Yeah.
Because and again, even then, like PSA is really only for like maybe like numismatic value. But again, even PSA admits, guys, they don't have the knowledge with Yu-Gi-Oh that they do with baseball and stuff, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a very difficult card game to grade. There's so many rarities, so many sets, so many fucking reprints that can come out. Yeah. I don't blame them. Again, they do have their issues, and Fernando and I have talked about it on on one of our videos before. We've bashed PSA in the past. You've all heard me straight up say PSA can be kind of fucking assholes when they're grading. They can be assholes about it. And they're also known to be, you get a 9 and then you send it back in and then they might give you a 10. How is that consistent?
Yeah.
Like, that's not
also,
consistent.
Did you hear about that controversy very recently that someone sold it to PSA and it came back and they saw it and it was upgraded because they sold it back to PSA?
What?
Yes.
I heard something about that, but I don't know what that was about. I know there was a big old controversy with CGC. And I warned people, Fernando, when CGC started getting in, they grade money and coins and like comics and stuff like that. When they started getting into grading Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, I warned people. I said, don't get CGC. They don't know what they're doing. Everybody's like, oh, no, you're crazy. They know what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing, bro.
It was just because of a cheaper option, yeah.
And people are like, they know what they're doing, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. And I'm like, I'm telling you, don't do it. What happened last year, Fernando? They came out that they were grading fake cards. They were grading intentionally damaged cards. Their cases could break by dropping them. And then when people called them out on it, what did they do? They went after the YouTube channels, took down their videos, sued them, cease and desist. And then they put out a statement. And this is what their statement said, Fernando. Are you ready? It said, now people are getting angry at us. There was only like 13,000 cards that came out of this many. It wasn't even that much. Fernando, can you imagine if a hospital had said, oh, well, only 13,000 people died from our careless surgery, like carelessness. Like that's only like, that's hardly anything. What are you guys complaining about? They would fucking go out of business, get put on trial. They would get sued up the wazoo, you guys. This wasn't to bash PSA, to bash CGC, to bash Beckett, which I think is apparently it's under the process of being bought out by PSA now.
Yeah,
so
I think I heard about that too. Yeah,
this isn't to promote tag or mana grading or BCCG, nothing like that. This is just to make you guys more informed. And if anything, this is kind of speaking on their defense a little bit, that they're actually looking for things that you can't see. So even though the card might look good to you, they're seeing things you're not seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why get yourselves one of these guys. I'll show it to you again. I promise I'm not sponsored by these guys, but get one of these. It's called LED Loop, and it zooms in 10x. They sell other ones too. They sell like ones that zoom in 30x. They sell the actual electric one that PSA uses. I mean, a cheaper version of it. But,
yeah. They can give you the exact same.
Definitely, guys. And I know a lot of companies now, they're using AI technology to grade now, which in my opinion, that's what you should be using AI for.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a bias.
Yeah. That's what you're going to use. That's what you should be using AI for. AI shouldn't be for freaking, we don't mean to get too political here, but AI shouldn't be for deciding healthcare claims. It should be for grading cards, making sure things are exact, it should be quality control. That's what AI should be used for, not to replace humans. Okay. And a lot of companies now are starting to use AI. I think Mana's one of them. I don't know. Is Tag one of them? Like, does it say that they're
I do not know if Tag is, but they might be.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know what I like about Tag is they sent you back a report and they'll tell you like if your corner is like messed up. So I'm assuming that they probably use a little bit of AI to get all that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I know. And again, and one of these days, let me actually know, guys, if you guys want me to if you guys want us to make a video on how to grade through different companies. We could start a series, and send in a video on the process of grading through each company.
We can compare each one.
Yeah, let us know if that's something you want to see. But no, yeah, and in fact, just to show we're not biased, that this isn't hate towards any of the grading companies, we're gonna put a link of all the grading companies that we personally use. So Fernando's used Tag, so I'll go ahead and link it. I've used Mana before actually, and Sparkman's the one who actually recommended that one to me. So this also comes with a nice pouch, guys. So to keep it thing. Oh, and sorry, I might have this is for this little key, guys, is for replacing the battery right here. So twist it right here. Boom, there you go. It also has a UV a UV light. Let me hang on. Sorry, we'll turn off the light real quick, and it also has a little UV here, so you can spot if there's any. Because sometimes people try to be slick and like clean smudges off the cards.
Oh, but it loses it.
Yeah, but it'll leave a residue through UV. Yeah, and you could catch it on there. So, but anyways, guys, again, that was it for this video. It went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I just wanted to show you guys just to always remember, card grading companies do see things that you aren't seeing. Get yourself one of these to pre-grade it. If you want, you could get yourself even the electronic ones. Some of them could go for like 100 something, but if you grade a lot of cards, it might be a good investment. It might be a good investment for you, definitely. But that is it for this video, guys. As always, if you guys like these videos, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, turn on notifications, and I will see you on the next one. Laters.
Bye.